Hello again, metalheads. Welcome back to the Kingdom of Mercia. I've spent the last few weeks up on the top end of the field. I'm now moving down onto the bottom 2/3. We had quite some success up there. Let's hope it continues down here. Come on, I'll show you what I find.
Custard crusader, out on the fields of the Shires. He is like a Viking invader, scouring the land to his desire. With Barney by his side, he scours a land of plenty. To discover he will find, his hair is almost trending. A custard crusader,
Well, I've been out detecting for well over an hour now, and apart from standard issue buttons and a huge great adjustable spanner, I've had nothing. And now I'm on to my first coin. Very worn, corroded, but enough to see there. Queen Victoria, young head. I think we just about make out a date on the back of there. 1831, 1851 maybe, or 4. Okay, come on, let's give it a bit of an extra rub. Well, doubt you on that one. 1874 I'm plumbing for. First coin of the session. We're on to a lead find this time. And quite a chunky lead disc. I think that is probably a farm token, where the workers in the fields would have been paid by the farm with their own tokens rather than coinage. Slim pickings at the moment, there's not much coming my way. I have really struggled this session. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Precious few coins. And to add insult to injury, we've got a really recent decimal 5p piece. Oh, this is not my session, is it? Oh, here we go. This throws the age of activity in this field back by a fair few centuries now. We've got the leg off a medieval cooking pot, I do believe. Very nice. You know what? Only a couple of hours ago, I was thinking about a pot leg. Perhaps I manifested it. Let's think of something a bit more worthwhile. Maybe a Roman coin or a medieval hammered. Let's see if I can conjure up one of those. There's got to be a hammered on this field. I know there has. Back onto the lead items now. Quite a chunky net weight. Most probably off a long net stretched across the field to trap rabbits whilst out hunting. It's all history. Another lead object, this time metalheads. Huge, great egg-shaped weight. Got steel protruding from it. Now, I wonder if that's where it had a suspension hook on the top of it that would have hung on a steel yard weight, maybe. I've been pacing up and down for hours. Shotgun ends, buttons, bits of lead. So George VI, am I pleased to see you? Well, just about make you out, I don't know about see you. An old threepenny bit. Yes. Relief of finding a coin. I'll give that a clean up at home, see if I get the date off it. Definitely ends in a 3. 1943, wartime. That's what my guess is. Oh yes, metalheads. Cheeky little 66 number. Can you read what I can? Sterling. Right, let's give this a clean up and see exactly what we've got. I'm sure this has been a brooch at some point in time. You can see where the pin and clasp would have been on the back. Let's turn it over, give you a reveal. There we go. Little silver brooch from Canada. Lucky horseshoe, I think. I wonder if Marlon's been over here or hawking my field out, leaving Canadian silver behind. Nice one. Here we go with another coin off the field. Incredibly worn, but still plenty of image left on there. Queen Victoria, young head. Now these always hold a good deep green patina. This coin is almost black. Look at the colouring on that. And we're getting a date from it as well. 1863. I think that's quite early for the bronze pennies when they moved away from the copper. Cool. And we have yet another coin. Another halfpenny. Just make out the letters RE for Rex. I'm suspecting George II. It might clean up and give us a bit more detail at home, but it's never going to be anything special, is it? Still, it's a coin. It's now been quite a while since I've dug anything. Onto a coin this time. Just make Britannia out there, seated, facing left. It's a fairly chunky, thick coin, hitting in the 80s. I could just about make out a raised area in the centre there. That's going to be the bust of, I think, George III. Be third portrait, 1806, 1807. That could be worth a bit of a clean. Let's have a try when we get home. I think this is the most interesting thing that I've had in the last couple of hours. It's some type of hinged mount, shield shaped design, but absolutely no detail at all on it. There's perhaps a slight hint of it having been silvered at some point in time. Interesting, but nothing too special really, is it? On we go. That's definitely enough for me for a session. We've had a few coins, we've got another piece of silver. Let's get back home, clean the bits up, lay them out on the fines board and show you a roundup, shall we? Once again, metalheads, another jam-packed full fines board. Start at the top as always. Another huge amount of buttons. There's the odd livery button in there. Suspension hooks. Lead token. Lead net weight. Buckle. An old pewter spoon. A thin pressed copper brooch, I do believe. Some munitions, a drawer pull knob, a garden shed latch. There's our shield shaped mount, parasol slide, and a huge great big steel yard weight. On to the more interesting pieces that I do like. It's your pot leg from a medieval pot. An array of crusted up Georgian coins. George VI threepenny bit. Modern 5p piece. Couple of Victoria pennies. And once again, a silver strike. We have the Canada horseshoe and ribbon brooch. This field is producing so much. Looking forward to getting up there next time. Thanks for watching, metalheads.